Hey Sagittarius, we are going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys. All right, so we're going to get oracle cards first, Sag, and then we will go to the tarot. All right. Okay, you guys have Wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. All right, Wheel. Then you have Fair Man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. All right. And then your last card is Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay, Wheel, Fair Man, and Teapot. Okay, let's see what's going on. Indecisiveness. All right. All right, let's see what's going on here. Sagittarius. Sag. I knew that was gonna come out. Page of Wands is at the bottom. All right, so let's see. You guys have the Magician. This is showing up for what you guys are wanting here. So, all right, it feels like you are wanting to either create something, or there's something that you're like, I'm inspired, I'm taking action on it, I'm making this, that kind of stuff. Okay, whether this is an idea, whether this is a physical thing you're wanting to put together, whatever it is, I feel like this is you guys manifesting your power in a really good way, in a really, you know, in a powerful way, manifesting your power in a powerful way. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. All right. Some of you guys maybe are, I was gonna say, nope, I'm gonna leave that alone. All right, so let's see. You guys have the Seven of Swords. It is reversed and it's showing up for the possible issue here. So, okay, maybe you're feeling like this is a little bit like Leo's reading already, I feel like. Maybe there's something here that you're feeling like there's kind of no way to get out of something, or you're feeling like you've been like caught in a particular lie, that kind of thing, okay? That could be here. That could be showing up here. All right. For some of you guys, I also feel like there's something where you're like, okay, I know, like, yes, I want to do this thing. Like, I know I can do it, that kind of stuff. I'm inspired to do it. But it could be that there's a sense of like, being like, okay, never mind. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm not able to do this. Just kidding. Like, I'm a fraud. I'm a phony. Like all that kind of stuff. I feel like there might be something, you know, in that. Okay. You know what I gotta tell you here? I think that there's someone being dishonest with you, Sagittarius, and I think that you're super, super aware of it. I think it's driving you a little bit like, I don't want to say it's like driving you crazy. I think you've actually come to, I don't even want to say you've come to like terms with it. I just think you're like so aware of it that that's just what it is. Okay. I'll also tell you another thing. Maybe you've been lied to so many times that when somebody is telling you the truth, that you automatically assume, oh no, there's got to be like you know, there's no way, or I don't believe that, you know, whatever the heck it is. Okay, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely understanding like I don't believe that, or I don't know, something like that. There's some like manipulation, I believe, that has occurred. Okay, so all right, let's see. You guys have the Moon card. This is showing up as your opportunity. Leo had the exact same card for their opportunity. I'm using different decks for all the readings, by the way, so it's kind of interesting when the same cards kind of come out. So all right, Moon card for your opportunity. Yeah, I mean, this is for some of you guys, and I just told Leo that, I think it was Leo I told, maybe this has something to do with like a moon ritual, moon manifestation, something about that. Maybe you're making moon water. Maybe I don't know, whatever the heck it is you're doing there. Okay. I feel like that's your opportunity. All right. I don't think the Magician is super scared about doing anything involving the moon. Okay. I don't think so. This is somebody who is inspired and somebody who actually knows exactly what the heck it is they're doing, even if they're not, even if they're not feeling like they're like that, they can do that. They can. There's like a certain level of ability there. Okay, that kind of stuff. So, all right. Seven of Swords reversed for the problem. All right, let's see what else is going on here, Sagittarius. All right. I also think somebody wants to say thank you to you. I think somebody wants to say thank you to you because you're making somebody smile, or you're making somebody, and this is, I got to tell you something. This hasn't been done in words, okay? This is something, this is like an energy feeling, or like you, I don't know. I almost want to say somebody is telling you thank you, or something like that in a really heartfelt type of way. It could be after the fact. I don't want to say damage control, but there's something there. There's some type of understanding that is being done on very separate ends of something, okay? And maybe that's not super, maybe it's not like, you know, you're across the world, but there's some type of like an understanding. I'm telling you, I'm getting somebody who's like, they're saying thank you. They're like, thank you, and they really mean it. And I am getting, like, I feel very emotional about it in a heartfelt way. You know what I mean? That would make sense. So, all right. Okay. So I got to tell you, maybe Sag, part of this is maybe facing emotions that, maybe you've been kind of burying, or kind of, you know, allowing to like live under the surface. Cause sometimes sometimes we're not ready to deal with it. And that's where they stay for right now. Look, the 10 of Wands is reversed at the bottom. That's what I'm saying. That whole thing about like possibly like feeling like somebody is like, has like lied to you, that kind of thing. Okay. There's something about that. All right. Okay. Interesting. So, all right, let's see, Sagittarius. I also think you want to be seen in a particular light, or there's something that you're like, I'm ready to like reinvent myself, or that's not my label anymore. That's not me. That's not me. Something about that. Okay. You could be maybe rejecting an old label, or a label, something that somebody else put on you, or maybe, I don't know, at one time, 9 of Pentacles, maybe at, I don't know, something is not fitting who you are now, or, you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So, all right, let's see. All right, Sag. Ace of Wands reversed is at the bottom. Okay. All right. So, okay, let's see. You guys have the Magician card, and then you have it with the 10 of Pentacles. That's pretty friggin' awesome. This is showing up again for your goal here. So, I mean, for some of you guys, this is something that you're like creating, or you're wanting to create, in the sense of like, this is permanent now, or this is so well established. There's like, I'm secure, I'm comforted, or I'm comfortable. I have everything I need, that kind of stuff. Okay. I also feel like there's something for some of you guys, there's construction involved here. And I mean, like, okay, I mean it in the terms of like, well, we all know what construction is, okay? But I mean it in the terms of like, maybe this is you guys bringing like an idea down to reality to build it up, and it's like, that's what it is. Like, you know, like the 3 little pigs, and they're like, the one with the brick house, that's the one to go with, that kind of stuff. That's almost what I'm feeling is like what you're wanting here. It's like, I want I want to, maybe you're like, I want to reinvent my finances. I want to reinvent, again, as maybe a long-standing, whatever the heck it is. There's something about that, a reinvention energy, something about that. Whatever it is, it's powerful, and it's also, like you're capable to do it. So, all right. You guys have the 9 of Wands, and this is showing up as what to do. So yeah, definitely not giving up on anything here. Okay. You need to be pushing forward. You need to be believing in yourself. Okay. And putting in hard work, that kind of stuff, and pushing forward. That's what that is. Okay. All right. Maybe even compromising on something in some aspect. Okay, there might be an energy of like compromising in some sense. Okay, that kind of stuff, but that doesn't mean giving up. Okay. All right, so for what to avoid, you guys have the Sun card. I think there's something that's not really ready to be revealed right just now. Okay, that kind of stuff. Or maybe there's something that you're like, nope, this is like a private situation, whatever the heck it is. You know, it's possible that you're putting something together and it's, again, not ready yet, and it's like, well, okay, so avoid shedding light on that. Avoid kind of like revealing that in some sense. Okay, that kind of stuff. All right, you guys have the 7 of Swords reversed, and you have it with the Chariot card. This is showing up as a possible issue. So yes, it could be that the issue here is either that the second something kind of gets like maybe like tricky, or you kind of reach like, you know, you have the Ace of Wands, yeah, reversed at the bottom. Maybe it's like when you're feeling like, God, like the momentum is slowing down, or whatever the heck it is. It could be that the issue is then you're feeling like, okay, this whole thing is like never friggin' mind, like that, you know, that kind of stuff. And maybe that's like needs to be tweaked in some sense. Okay. Certainly could be. I also wonder if you're maybe feeling like something is not going to, that you're not going to have like a particular win with something here. Okay, that kind of stuff. Okay, I also understand something about possibly being like, okay, well, like they only know one side of it, not the other side. That kind of thing. There, I don't know. There might be something in that that's like causing some type of issue here. Okay. All right. Sagittarius, you definitely need to believe in yourself a lot more, okay? I know it's like easier said than done, obviously, but I am understanding that because you have like a lot of potential here, and you also have a lot of ability. You have like resources, okay? Whether that's financial or you're reinventing that in some sense, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if it is the case of you guys maybe being like, God, like how are we gonna get this up and running, or like why did I even start this in the first place, or this is never, I'm never able to complete this thing, you know, try your best to not really think in those terms. Okay, again, so much easier said than done, and some days we're going to be better about doing that, and some days maybe we're not going to be so great about doing that, and that's okay. All right, so you guys have the King of Cups, and this is showing up as what to do about this. So all right, I mean, I feel like this is maybe trying to keep yourself like, you know, calm, cool, collected, that kind of stuff, okay? Or maybe even surrounding yourself in that energy. I would say if anyone's like rage baiting you, to freaking not take the bait, okay? Don't do that, because you need to be focusing on something much more important here, okay? Than like taking, you know, being like, okay, ready, I'm gonna, like, that's the thing, like, I'm gonna go off on this thing, that kind of stuff, okay? Like, try your best not to do that, okay? Especially with this 9 of Wands here showing up, you know, it's like, you know, really kind of stay in control with something. All right. That could also be like pushing away anybody who's maybe coming in with doubts, or is making you feel like not so, I want to say even like making you feel flustered, or I don't know, something there. All right, you guys are the Devil, and actually I want to clarify this King of Cups actually before we move on. Hold on here, Sag. What's this King of Cups all about? Part of this might just be kind of facing the emotion or whatever, or the feeling, whatever it is that is maybe kind of making you want to like escape some situation. Okay, that could possibly be it. Or it could be that you're feeling like you can't get something up and running here, maybe because you're feeling like somebody else is taking control on something. That could be it. Okay, and if that's the case, maybe it's just like needing to speak up on that in some sense. Okay, that kind of stuff, but like doing it in a way that like you're not like flying off the handle. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like your message is being conveyed like the way that you want it to. I don't think we're even gonna, 5 of Pentacles at the bottom, I don't think we're gonna clarify that. So all right, you guys have the Devil, and this is showing up as what to avoid here. Okay, I would say, you know, avoid going back to anything that is like, if you're trying to reinvent yourself, or you're trying to like you know, kind of like manifest something that is like, you know, very much like has like stability attached to it, or whatever the heck it is here, that kind of thing, I would say avoid going back to anything else that is like maybe a time waster, or something that is stealing your energy, okay, taking your energy, or something that you're like feeling like, okay, well, I already broke myself free from that kind of stuff. It's like using that using your own like inspiration for whatever this is to like push yourself forward, as opposed to being like, oh no, I'm gonna keep myself stuck to like whatever the heck it is, and now my inspiration is gone, and forget it, like that was just a dream and it'll never happen, you know, that kind of stuff. I feel like that might be something here. Okay, so let's see. You guys have the Moon card, and you have it with the 3 of Wands. This is showing up as your opportunity. So yes, I still feel like this is the opportunity to kind of face a particular emotion, okay? That kind of stuff. Maybe even like, again, if this is you guys like manifesting to the moon, or whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff, I feel like your opportunity is to kind of see what the results of that is going to be, okay? That kind of stuff. Maybe this is even anticipating something awesome, you know, that kind of stuff. Be like, okay, this is going to be great, you know, that type of thing here. Moon card and the 3 of Wands. As your opportunity, I would watch something. I would kind of watch something here, because I feel like you're going to get the answer. I think maybe you're waiting for one more thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I need one more thing, and then I have my answer. That could be something that is like, that's your opportunity. This could also be maybe sharing or opening up emotionally with somebody, okay? Facing your fears, that kind of stuff, okay? It could be, it's like, all right, well, and now I'm going to see what happened, or, you know, what's the result of this, that kind of stuff, okay? That could be something as well. All right, you guys have the Page of Swords, and this is showing up as what to do. So I feel like this is maybe, I want to say writing down your ideas, that kind of stuff, because I do feel like that you're in like maybe a time where like you are like, again, inspired about something, or you're in a position where like you have like a lot of capability for something here, okay? That kind of stuff. I feel like this is maybe like writing stuff down, or maybe even like organizing your thoughts in some sense, okay? That kind of stuff. Again, you have this card, Wheel, indecision, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, okay? For some of you guys, maybe you can just use that to your favor, okay? Some, you know, use that to your favor. Maybe it's like if you're allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I don't think it's aimlessly rambling, first of all. Okay, I don't think so. I feel like that's not, I don't know that I love that. All right, but I feel like it's more so maybe remembering experiences, or taking like ideas from like different experiences, or whatever the heck it is, okay? And I got to tell you something, that might kind of like end the indecision, okay? It could be that it's like, you know what, going into something and kind of allowing like a certain feeling rise to the surface, or going to, you know, going through something that maybe you're like, again, like, I'm not really sure, but I want to kind of see what the result is going to be. It could be that it's like, yeah, kind of see what the result is going to be. And that might kind of clear up any like indecisiveness that's like going on, you know, that kind of stuff. So for what to avoid, you guys have the Four of Swords here. I would say avoid taking like a major break on anything, okay? Avoid kind of like maybe resting maybe too long on something, okay? Of course, if you need time to recover, if you're burnt out or whatever the heck it is, obviously do that. I think that this is more so avoid getting into a pattern of possibly doing that like too much, or taking too long to take a break on something, or whatever the heck it is, okay? That kind of stuff. This might even be avoiding thinking that you even have to recover about something. There might be like, I did a reading so long ago. I swear to you, I remember it. And it was like, I think it was an Aquarius reading. I don't know. Sometimes it's weird how I remember certain things. But I think I said something like, what the heck did I say? Now I forget, but that's interesting. Okay. That was cool. Maybe this is like avoid taking a break on something too long to the point that you're like, well, I forgot what the heck it is that I was like, what my like awesome idea was, or that kind of stuff. That's what I just said, writing something down. Maybe that's part of whatever it is. It's like before this idea escapes you, or before like the answer that you like kind of came to like escapes you, it's like writing it down, okay? That kind of stuff. Maybe some of you guys it's like writing down your dreams, like literally, you know, some people get like really wonderful ideas in their dreams, that kind of stuff. Maybe it's like writing that down, you know, that kind of stuff, okay? Or maybe talking about it, exploring it, investigating it, seeing what the heck it means, that kind of stuff. That might be part of whatever this is here. So, all right. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys, Sagittarius. I hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements. Otherwise, I will see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.